In this video, I'll be discussing closed captioning and accessibility with a particular focus on sensorial illusions created by our neurological subjectivity. While many of us might assume that closed captions are pretty straightforward, Sean Zdenek reminds us otherwise in his book, Reading Sounds. Even in those moments of seeming objectivity and simplicity, captioning is rhetorical through and through. Let's remember that by rhetorical, Zdenek doesn't necessarily mean persuasive. Rather, he's referring to the varying ways in which meaning is made. Captions exist in a rhetorical landscape because they are interpretations of sound and thus contextual and subjective. Zdenek later claims that sound is simultaneous, while print is linear, which therefore presents certain rhetorical challenges to captioners. While Zdenek might be referring to layered audio as a collection of simultaneous sounds, I want to explore the assumption that sound is simultaneous in the context of our sensorial experience to it. In her book Conscious, neuroscientist Annika Harris explains the neural process of binding, that hearing people only perceive sounds to be simultaneously connected to movement. She says, "When we talk about consciousness, we usually refer to a self that is the subject of everything we experience. All that we are aware of seems to be happening to or around this self. We have what feels like a unified experience, with events in the world unfolding to us in an integrated way. Binding processes are partly responsible for this, presenting us with the illusion that physical occurrences are perfectly synchronized with our conscious experience of them in the present moment." She goes on to explain that if a hearing and sighted person were to experience playing a note on the piano in real time, without binding processes, they would first see their finger hit the key, then hear the sound it produces, and then feel their finger pressing down, rather than process what is perceived to be a single, cohesive experience. By taking a minute to not only question the relationship between sound and captions, but also to sound itself and our illusory perception of it, we can begin to see that what might seem to be a unified sensorial experience for hearing and sighted people is in reality disconnected and fragmented. So sound isn't actually simultaneous to our senses, it's just less linear than print is. This further complicates the rhetorical task of prioritizing sounds in order to caption effectively. It raises questions about what a unified experience of media really is or should be, for all audiences, regardless of ability.